They're both pretty happy to play retake trap styles, and Boaster is in fact the opening kill.
And blood's going to be drawn out. The G2 bodies are dropping. Not relenting though. G2 looking eager to try and take site control, but they've got a crossfire setup to try and contend with.
How did he get two?
How the hell are you doing that? Jonah P. drive by, swings by, and just like that in a blink of an eye, it's FNATIC now that are on the back foot.
What a plant as well. They're planting so that they can take heaven control. They know that at least one of these players is on the flank.
Alpha is going to try and deliver shoulder to shoulder. Him and the IGL, Boaster himself. What a shot to connect. Not anticipating it. Boaster delivering an Alpha from the side. That should be a bit of fear into the back of your minds. Jorgenman had a bullet to the back of the brain. Alpha, swift dismissal. Leaf needs to be careful. He's getting tagged up, bullet tagged. Still alive though, and now reinforcements arriving. G2 looking to clear this all the way out entirely. Crashies has been dropped. Jonah P, even a watchful eye. Exploration of FNATIC is getting punished here.
Empty.
Boaster close quarters here with a stinger in hand. He's got the util out. Unfortunate with the timing.
30 seconds.
Now we're going to run all over these players here. FNATIC.
It's a nice
in the hands of Chronicle. It's not exactly set up for success.
It's a nice use there from Trent of just a solo salvo into that B connector, the waterfall, in order to push back the players. And he's still got a salvo to play afterwards. G2 want to keep this clean.
Toxins going up.
All signs pointing towards it. Alpha is tepid, just tiptoeing in. Chronicle will be able to trade, but it's answered back in kind.
Towards B, and Kayak, he's got to defend.
Salvos pop up into the walls. The door there, you blinds it as a back. Still G2. Oh my! You can't stand up to it. Chronicle obliterates 3. Should be a clean retake indeed. Discipline still there from FNATIC. Wing it out. Jump spot of Crashies has missed the potential timing here. Just swinging wide. Trying to take that fight towards it, but smoke into your face, Valin. Has to really just try and get a move on. Now he's onto the side. It's an off-angle play from him, but still player advantage. And the paranoia is beautiful. Splits them up with just the right amount of time, but no way! Valin!
Clear everything, but here it goes.
Yeah, using it nice and early. Just trying to spot out the most of these players. Don't know if he's spotted it off. Yes, Kayak. Time to strike. Chooses it well. Chronicle. It's instinctual. The wall was up, just anticipating G2's positioning. It's G2 who are left with that player disadvantage.
And massive ultimates dropped on the side of G2. They can no longer set up a pit of their own in the post plan. So if G2 want to win this round, it's got to be proactive. And I think FNATIC, they know it. Crashies and Kayak are waiting for this push.
Alice sees it. Jorgenman's going to be backing away. Reclaiming the space now. There's an I4. Trying to lay claim to a lot of this towards it, but there's that up angle. A rare whiff from Kayak with how he's been playing. Okay, damage kicking in, gonna TP, Valen's barely out of there. Trying to play the crossfire setup, Chronicle wins his fight out, and that's gonna be locked down to secure. FNATIC have all the advantages here. Everything in the world going their way.
So he's gonna try to take the timing, calls for backup, and now realizes Alpha hasn't committed.
P, just gone down there. I'm not sure if these are just stray shots coming through. Alpha.
Perfect trade.
Gets the one traded instantly. Now the drone and a connection spots him out, highlighting across the board. Leaf is going to back away, trying to play his life. Sliders of corner, snaps towards it. Leaf.
Fowler to create the threat that he could still lurk.
And there's a pop in play. They want to try and get a move on here. This is G2 trying to see if they can lay claim to that B site. Still rain down a hail of bullets. That's just from Boaster. He's going to be supplementing the fire, just trying to make it nice and awkward for G2 while a flank occurs.
Do they have enough people to be able to deal with Chronicle? There is massive pressure on Leaf right now.
Tested. Only just the one. This is FNATIC now. This is their time to shine. They've got a lot of control now towards B main. Flip at the site though. G2 looking to try and take this one up through heaven and a reflank of Valin, but time needs to be played. It's already ticking away, and it's up to Trent to see if he can delay, but smoke in your face, what really can you do from this spot? Timing is taken into a 2v2. They got to know where these players are. To smoke, obfuscates, hides the intent. And Kayak, he's gone forwards. Trust the advantage, he's got a read, and it is a good one. The solo player, Trent just trying to condition with that drone. There's the punish, Kayak towards the back. Alongside Chronicle is a stalwart defense. The lock and key here, there's only one left to stand against it, Jonah P. Plenty of bodies about to be coming towards you. Nightfall avoided, Chronicle. Again, the spam over the shoulder. Curtain raised up, wall of his own, just trying to stunt it. G2 though, not to be dismayed, trying to get a bit of a move on, trying to claim that A site. Moving forwards, that game of time, it's Chronicle, just the better of the adversary.
He's been really good so far, Chronicle, a pillar for his team to rely on. And G2, they feel like they have to be the ones making the play. Health disadvantage is so huge, but look at the wrap. Look at Alpha, yeah, already aware of the possibility.
Yeah, this lockdown, drop down should be sealing all of this one up, except Alpha oversteps himself, and lockdown's going to be broke down regardless. Chronicle layers down that snake bite, and now there's a timing to be taken. FNATIC getting a run on, getting a scurry on. It's being stuck to half, heads are popped. Chronicle! Doors are open wide, Paranoia already expended. Most is going to be using it. This is Anarchy. Crashes to leave from behind. What a good work put in though, and now it's up to Boaster to do the rest. Odin in hand, obliterating G2.
Incredibly aggressive swing there from Jorgamo.
Forwards, no committal. Also just looking for that information, and the timing potentially is here for Trent.
Alpha, yeah, worried that he's getting flanked from B main, even though the turret is actually watching it. So I think Alpha probably could have just stayed over here. But Chronicle is tightening the net at all times.
Toxins going up.
Putting a squeeze on him now. Already revealed to the side there, Chronicle.
Towards the end, the clock can sometimes be Boaster's worst enemy. But Alpha, yeah, Alpha might be his best friend.
What an opener for FNATIC. No one really there to meet them. Valen might take a few risks of his own out towards the blue room, and this is all covered in time. Kayak is there.
It's 4 players defending this area of the map.
Yeah.
Are they pivoting B and trying to connect with these guys through the door?
Maybe. Door's broken. No clearance onto the corner. Alpha has his back. Not on my watch is what he's saying. That attack side operator, but time is still becoming a bit of an issue, and shots are rattled. You can feel it. It's getting hectic. It's getting messy. Trent cleaning up onto Chronicle. Time is against them now. It's fully against this FNATIC squad. And G2.
It's Jonah and Jorg.
Jonah sat down onto the side in spot it, catching the contact, a bit of spam as well. Comes through. This is Alpha and Chronicle. Laying claim over towards this side. On to B in the plant now to go down. Nothing to push this away.
Crash's managed to upgrade to a Vandal. Can he strike a dagger blow back to his own region?
Huge upgrades. Stun. Has to be sidestep leaf. Just snaps it to Crash. He's an off angle by Chronicle, baiting out with the first shot. Now you're going to see that discipline.
No matter where Boaster calls the team to end.
Tight to the corner, tight to the corner. Jorgamo has the escape policy.
Alpha detected over here by the horn.
Just trying to spam where he might expect it to be, following the traces. Well, still going to be alive for now, 41 health.
And in a 3v5 like this, you don't really want to invest the ultimates from Alpha Air and Crashies unless they can find a pick beforehand.
30 seconds left.
But look at the time. This is one of the problems with how slow FNATIC play.
Trent jump spotting, potentially sees it, Valen unaware. Trying to get a move on, trying to get a runaway. Kayak! Just obliterating the opposition. It's up to Jonah P to pick up those pieces. See if he can make a little bit more from it. It's going to be fainting. Getting a bit of a run on. It's trying to catch the timing. There's no way. There's no way at all! It's shut down by Alpha Air. Safe pair of hands. Jorgamo.
Spike planted.
In his hands, trying to go for it. Flick of the wrist does not connect. A way to exit other than having his ult, but committing it in this spot in a 2v4. Not wise.
No, he's still
even getting a wrap around.
He's still going to be able to afford an op in the next round anyway, so.
Last player standing.
When Jorg gets caught. FNATIC getting up to 9 here.
Disjointed though, and everybody got players in and through. G2 looking to try and front defend this one all the way. Dimensional drift spots it all out. No guessing game whatsoever. 9 seconds, and it's all dropped down. It's all crumbled. FNATIC, Chronicle. It's cheeky with the kills, consolation prizes at the end of the day, but it's not a round win. Util is even available. Again, it's bullets raining down. Not much cover. FNATIC will take it. Paranoia nade, ricocheting, rebounding, tons of util at their disposal here. They've completely shut G2 out of the picture. It's a straight kill from Leaf.
They're also going to do crazy economic damage to FNATIC because they're just essentially trapping them in the site.
You're only just making a move over towards it. G2 still have bodies over towards you. Jonah B's going to be hearing most of this, and that's the Armageddon. As soon as doors opened up, the slightest of pockets to play inside. And all the way forwards, Jonah B has to be that line of defense. Moving now, 8 seconds remaining to G2. Reinforcing the site. Still time left. Alfie is going to try and defend this one. Defend it, he will. Plant is down. Wincon potentially there. And Alpha sees not quite a connection. Paranoia sweeps forwards. Boaster's there. Ready to take the fight and lay claim to most of this site. He needs some help when he's at it. Kayak drifting into it. Trying to take the fight straight to them. And it's a bloodbath up towards heaven. One away from the ult. Kayak is going to be happy with that, and the last one spotted out, rooted out.
Toxins going up.
People just look to do some damage here, and Kayak's been set up perfectly.
They could define the round. Alpha's in on B.
Yep, Alpha is completely cracked open the B site, and now putting a squeeze, a pincer play over towards A. All that aggression of G2 was just dissipated. They're the ones left scrambling. Showstopper down. Just tagging into the clone. Jorgman will get it, but Crashies is there. Cleans it up. 3 players left to stand here. Boasted with the plan. It's going to be sticking this safety in the back of his mind because Crashies is watching it all leaf. Slipped his way in. Found that timing and that gap. This is it, surely. FNATIC on the cusp, on the brink of taking map 1. G2's map pick. It's all on to leaf. 6 bullets left. Timing not there. It's a 13-10 to finish here for our opener between these 2 juggernauts. It's going to be sailing up and over towards it. Exchanged even, leaving out of satchels in hand. Alpha.
That's a great shot.
Straight into the fray. Leaf is there to answer back with a flash is even better. Jonah P is going to do a lot from this spot. And Trent does supplement. There's still a player disadvantage for them. Time running short. How do you get yourself in through the back at this?
The heaven lurk.
Heaven lurk is what they're waiting for. That's on the timing. Crashies just laying around towards the side. He's already dropped down, but he wasn't expecting it. Trent, if he stays alive, he's won the round. Trent! Classic and a bit of Utah. They can hear it now. Smokes are going to start to be laid down, blossoming. Vault reveals. And not even the exit for Valorant. Just trying to TP out of it, but just opened his body up wide for it. So FNATIC, methodical approach towards it. Trying to hold back the onslaught now that G2 are trying to dish out. No one is ready for Alpha.
Yeah, that's a nice cleanup from FNATIC. Really good positioning too. Even if Alpha hadn't been able to close out with 3 kills though, because he gets Jonah P back onto the line.
So much pressure happening. Oh, no.
Spike down mid.
It's not ideal.
He's just gifted them the spike.
The spike dropped down.
I mean, that I don't think was even, I think that was just supposed to be fake pressure anyway. Kron might have done enough.
To be the savior for him. Leaf, judge in hand. Lets it loose and lets it rip. So putting a bit of fear into them, putting the squeeze now into Leaf, and a bit of spam chopping him down. Leaf
20 seconds.
At the knees, 20 seconds, scrambling, dashing.
Spike down mid.
And is leaving it just down to Crashies. A spike essentially unretrievable. Fault. Taking a fight. Valin chopped down. Showstopper even expended. That's out the back pocket of Alpha. This is going to be a quick scurry away. G2 do not want any part of this.
30 seconds
Yeah,
left.
they don't want to get caught by some kind of splash rocket that gets fired into heaven. Their A-ramp fight is going to be crucial here. Chronicle's just been amazing today.
He's going to try and do it all with a judge! Chronicle! He's perfect! Hitting shots like that! Both are just supplements beautifully. Recall it a smoke Jorgamo. Valin takes a peek here. You could be in a world of hurt.
That's just
timings, contacting, walking up onto the line. Valin wants a little bit more. It's good with a trade though. Crashies shuts that down.
Maybe an overpeak from Valin there. I think it's difficult to take 1 kill and make it into 2 against FNATIC when they're so disciplined. But still a player advantage.
Before wait, just see the barrel.
Clumsy movement, arguably, from Boaster there, just as they were calling out G2 for walking around like bots. And G2 in a 4v2. These rounds, you know, FNATIC don't get something started early in terms of map control or picks.
They to fight forwards into their spawns. A flash and a play into it. Clone just eating a bunch of that damage. Jorgamo answers, drops down Kayak. Pit now into your face, and this dimensional drift needs to get value. Nightfall in through, into the back, spam and a shorty! Jorgamo has got access now towards it, and Chronicle down, that means the pit alongside with it. Jorgamo, there's no stopping him right now. Boaster gonna do it all from an uncomfortable spot indeed to buy time for Alpha, to buy time for this guy to shine. 7 bullets left, Trent repositions.
6 bullets.
Leaves it into the 1v1 and time is ticking away from
Bad
Trent.
plan.
It's a bad plan, he's sticking this.
Alpha!
Have on it, Alpha wide. He's gonna swing, he's gonna
lost
swing
it.
now, Alpha!
Oh!
He claims it!
Team is playing against the best retake team.
Let's see what comes out on top. Fight forwards, out towards Pillar, the guns and the weaponry. Not ideal for G2. Starting to at least drop down into the sides, and the feed is filled up. One shade of teal. Alpha standing alone. Chronicle is going to pick up these pieces with a double face like that. G2. The lay in wait, and they're already putting a drop on him. Bucky in hand. And Alpha obtains the upgrade.
That's beautiful.
Slowly but surely, FNATIC are dissecting this site. Taking the map control away, it's going to be ult expended just to try and get themselves back in, but it's wasted. Caesar's perfect. Trent just trying to stay tucked in, but the horn reveals all. There will be no escape. Not this time. Not from what FNATIC are putting on show.
They cross every T and dot every I. When things work for FNATIC in this slow-paced style, it looks so perfect.
Last player standing.
And it's desperation by G2, just wandering. Where do you want to end it at this point? FNATIC, anchor smokes are laid down. G2 trying to play that time. Kayak cracks it open and cracks heads while he's at it. Moving forwards, Trent has not been dislodged, at all. He's denied the plant. And the time is the worst enemy of this FNATIC squad.
Trent has done it again!
He stays alive in the final moments. Completely overwhelming here with a Nightfall. Alpha trying to evacuate, trying to back himself out. Crashes is immaculate across their placement, yet G2 not to be outdone. Already in, through, onto the site. Crossfire setup is set up indeed. Alpha trying to back away, trying to play the timing well to pull.
Chronicle in heaven as well.
Leaf is already taken out. Alpha, Chronicle the heaven player. Late flank round. He's been taken out, and now Boaster. Last one left to do it all. The pull was used earlier. Nothing else to delay. It comes down to random spams. He comes down to the clutch. And Boaster might have just done it all! No way! Paranoia. Still prime, still ready. Jonah P will have to let loose some util of his own, and then looking for that refight up towards heaven. It's an important one. Valen has to reposition. Losing control out towards it. Jonah P with a flash. And backing himself out. TP to try and escape. The dimensional drift is going to be pointing all of this out. Kayak. He's getting the info for his team. Boaster trying to take that peek and that fight towards it. That's wild. It's disjointed. Valen's doing this one with just a Spectre in hand, but not for much longer. Time. Still playing against them. Tapping away. Jorgmo's now there. Ult of his own. He's straight into the fight.
Spike planted.
The peak from Trent dropped down to just 50 health. This damage done to a variety of them. And crashes. Wides. And there it is from behind. Leaf. Let's get it. Boaster's there, instantly there with a trade-off, but a bit flustered in his approach. He can't take the clean fight.
They've done a lot of damage over here to Jorgamo, but the entirety of this site opened up. And Jonah P in a very safe position where he might be able to provide some information for them. He's at least going to be able to clear the flank and let them know that not too much is coming from that direction. Tough one for Kayak and Crashies. Both players not really had those opportunities to get online yet on this map, so this would be a huge one for them to convert for FNATIC.
Jonah P is going to be keeping his eye at least a watchful. Just takes a pot shot there, straight to the shoulder. Backs himself out. Gets a bit of info for the team, though. The fault line is good. Jorgamo takes the peak off of it. Crash is gone. Kayak. It's all on his shoulders. Heavy weight to burden to try and win this one with time ticking in the way that it is. G2. Could be gaps for FNATIC to play in. Could be mistakes that they could absolutely capitalize on. Just the pistols in their hands, and they're making it work regardless. Jorgamo, just like that. Shoes on the other foot. He's the last one left to stand against this, and the damage has been done. Indeed, already the net tightening. B-main control as FNATIC. They have almost the whole of the site. Jorgamo in a spot like this will have to do a lot. No free kills going to be given up whatsoever, and off of Boaster. Here comes the swing.
That's
shot
a lot
through
of
the
damage.
wall. Crashes. One more to the chest will do him. But still the guessing game for Jorgamo. Does not know where this last player is.
And with time ticking down, surely it's not possible. A 1v4?
Surely not. Alpha, quite an upgrade in the midst of all of this one. Spectre in his hands, 10 seconds left. It's getting dire, out towards the top. Just can't land the shot. FNATIC gonna be colliding. Pulls gonna be used out early. Jogamo already dipping his way in through the back of the site. And a wonderful peek at that. FNATIC trying to make a go of this one here. Kayak with the operator in his hands, on through the high ground. Kills are collected and claimed across the board. Dimensional drift from Kayak. He's gonna be getting a lot of information. A lot of ults expended, even that. It's a cosmic divide, and they're trying to take this fight forward. G2 with a lesser weaponry, not to be denied that space. In through spawn already, Jonah P picking up that upgrade. And it's a complete collapse once more. Survives, G2. They're up now, trying to set themselves up for a complete attempt and all the way through. This is Boaster, back against the wall. A lot to do from this spot. Chronicle trying to dodge and juke and avoid most of it. The ire is coming his way. G2 with that side control. Trent has to be that playmaker. What a swing and what a play. Chronicle single-handedly saving the day. Evacuate. A lot of bodies though trying to make their way in through, and Chronicle has been overwhelmed. Boaster reciprocates.
And this time FNATIC are actually trying to fight G2, but they are losing. A 3v3, and G2 have managed to gain mid control. It was contested.
I got the spike.
And at least it's given them information for somebody like Crashies to be able to wrap fully round on this flank.
Jonah does not have a gun to try and stop this. It's a classic in hand, and Crashies is going for it. It's a slight off angle, takes a dink to the head. They're trying to run him down. Trent. No denial of the kill. Upgrades across the board now. It's 2 from FNATIC, Kayak and Boaster to do it all.
I think this read is really nice as well. When Crashies gets caught here, pretty confident there's not going to be as many players over towards B.
30 seconds left.
All still being used though. In the back pocket, Kayak's ahead of it. He's found that timing, he's straight ahead of it. Kayak needs some kills to be claimed though. Catch the first! We're not expecting that. Jonah P was down from behind!
Do this series just yet.
25 seconds left, and you can hear it rumble of the footsteps, and there it is! Trying to make their way forwards. A bit of spam coming through, but still evens out. G2 and spending everything, but can they remove Crashies finally? Yes! Time! 11 seconds left.
10 seconds left.
Utilizing the pit though against 2 players with light weaponry could be a disaster for Leaf.
Out forwards, trying to take that timing. Leaf, seeing if they've crossed past it already. Boaster can get in close and personal. Bucky in hand. All the way through, that's a bullet to the back. Pellets raining down and the pit falls because of it. Nothing to hide, Trent away. He's got to do it all from this spot here to jiggle the shots. It's immaculate from Boaster. The 2v1. Smoke up, full committal. And Chronicle sticking, counter spam from Boaster. Looking for the round is going to make all the difference. G2 are forwards, the horn not broken, dropping down, no mistakes are being made. Alpha sends it flying forwards with the boom body in hand, wants to try and take it. It's a gun uploaded, Jonah. Happy to shut him down.
And even throws the weapon away to a teammate with slightly better health. Leaf, a monster,
Can't be
and
happening again.
another opportunity for another Thrifty. I mean, the player post-plan positions are even quite nice from Jorg and from Trent.
Tucked in, rooted to the spot. Through heaven, that's going to be a horn that has to be dealt with. Jordan was the one with a rifle. Fault line, Cosmic Divide even being committed. TP now into the back in the space. Right there, they have no idea. They are none the wiser. Kayak, it's your time to shine. And shine he does! Absolutely ridiculous!
But Crashies pushed up.
No way, Valorant expected and he doesn't. Dropped.
It's a wild off angle, that one.
30 seconds left. B main control still there for FNATIC. They have a beautiful hold on this one. Even a Nightfall going to be expended. Flash up into the faces here. G2, a weakened, decayed down. Lee finds it. Clears up that one question mark. Kayak answers again. 14 seconds. Layers them all down. Lines them all up and Leaf. Knife out. He's going to do it all now, but there's no chance in hell. Swarmed in his position. A tap to force it out. Kayak looking to drop, and Valen is gone. The captain removed. Death from 1,000 cuts here. FNATIC are happy to deliver it.
Teleport in onto the A side, but didn't have the spike. Every player from G2 trying to pull off a 3v5 from inside the site. Nobody with heaven control, nobody on the flank. Should be a slam dunk retake for FNATIC with players up.
Dink through the wall, Crash is still alive, ults are here, rolling thunder, it's G2, they realize it, they have to try and fight tooth and nail for every inch of space, but Kayak is already wrapping. The discipline is here from FNATIC, you need a miracle if you're G2. FNATIC are not in the business of giving them out. Already the swing in the face, Alpha claims the space and more, Jonah P to last-ditch effort. That's all it's looking to be. Beautiful from FNATIC. And they sent G2